Hey guys, so this is my video for you guys for the week. Same disclaimer as always, if you're not healthy enough to do this, you're working out at your own risk. I am videoing it this way for the warm-up, and then I will pause it and turn it sideways. I know you guys have requested that, and so I'll do that. Today the workout is designed to open our hearts, and we will have, like I said, a short warm-up. Then we're going to do a short breath work, and then we'll get into our asanas and stretching. So hope you enjoy it. I miss you guys. All right, so let me pull this back, make sure you can see my arms. We're just going to do some total body warm-ups first, soft knees. We're going to breathe with our whole body, and we're going to rotate our wrists one way going up and then switch them the other way going down. We use our wrists a lot in, people that are first starting out find that their wrists are sore during downward dog, and so we want to warm up our whole body. All right, so we're going to inhale our arms up and lean back if you can, and then we will exhale the arms down and come up on the toes, hands back. And we're going to inhale up and back, and we're going to exhale down. Push back up on your toes. We'll do this 2 more times. Stretching the whole body and stretching up. 1 more. And coming down and stretch. Okay, now we're going to bring our arms up. We're going to clasp our hands and stretch really tall. Feel from your bottoms of your feet up to your hands reaching towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale up, and then we're going to exhale to one side. Inhale, and then exhale over, and feel a nice stretch on that left side, if you're, whichever side. And we're going to inhale up and stretch the other side. We're going to do that twice more. Tall. We're stretching up, but we're also keeping our shoulders away from our ears. If you can kind of keep that in line. Exhale over. Inhale up. And exhale over. Okay. Bring the hands. You can roll out your deltoids if you need to. Just feel the energy already starting to create in our bodies. Hands on the waist. We're going to exhale down. We're going to inhale as we rotate our neck. And when we get over here, we'll exhale as we come down. Now do this gently and slowly. Pay attention to your neck. Maybe your neck says, ooh, this just isn't accessible all the way around for me. So you listen to your body. We're going to do 1 more this way. Just do what you need to do to gently open up your neck. And when you get here, we're going to go the other way. So we're going to inhale. When we get ready to go down, we'll exhale. 2 more. Just slowly warming up that neck, however your neck needs to do this morning. And down. Okay, let's take 2. Look to the left and look to the right. And we'll do that 1 more time. And right. All right, we're going to spread our feet apart a little bit, and we're going to start doing some hip rotations just to open up our hips. Your midline of your body, like your main part of your body, stays in one line, but your hips are rotating gently around. We'll do 1 more this way. Okay, now we're going to come back the other way. Just say hello to your body as it's awakening. And, okay. we're gonna spread our feet out. We're gonna spread our legs out and our feet are pointed out. We're going into horse pose. Now, I'm gonna hold this for 5 breaths. If you're just starting out and it's too much for you, and this goes for any time throughout the videos, just come out of the pose, take a few breaths, and join us back when you can. Okay, so we're gonna go down into horse pose and try to get your legs as parallel, butt, knees, arms up, scapulas, your back, shoulder blades push back together. Tighten those glutes, pull up your pelvic floor. Remember those, what are they called? I'll think of Kegels. Remember those, ladies? 3 more breaths. And find your strength. Find that blood coursing through your body. And on your next exhale, stand up. All right, our legs are still far apart, but we're going to turn our feet more parallel. And we're going to hinge at our hips, and we're going to go forward. Now, here's where, if you can't reach the floor, you're welcome to use a block or some books or something. And we're just opening up the backs of our legs. Let your head be loose. And with every exhale, we're going to stay here for about 5 more breaths. Every exhale, just think release. It's fine to support yourself with your hands. Some of you may want to clasp your hands behind you and bring your shoulder blades together and bring your hands toward your head. Either way's fine. It's all good. A couple more breaths. And this really gets your creative juices flowing when you invert your head here. Okay, we're going to slowly come up. Don't want anybody dizzy, so come back into stance. If you're okay, you can close your eyes. If you need to focus at your thumbs to kind of get your bearings, that's fine too. Feel how the body feels when you are waking up the energy that is coursing through us. We are a physical body. We got blood and all that going through us, but we also are surrounded by energy, and energy is running through us all the time. And you're awakening it. Just feel it. Find some gratitude for it. Okay, we're going to go back one more time into the horse pose. So wide legs, toes out, squat down, arms up. Breathe through 5 breaths if you can. Arms back, really opening our chest, strengthening our legs, opening our hips as well. 2 more. 1 more. On the exhale, bring yourself up. Turn your feet towards the front. And you can either go ahead and go back, supporting yourself either on a block or the floor with your hands, or you can clasp your hands behind your back. And as you hinge forward, you can bring your arms in the direction of your head. You can even widen your legs here if you'd like. We're just going to take about 4 more breaths. Loosen that neck, and with every exhale, release. Release tension. Release anything that doesn't belong to you. 1 more. And slowly, with a straight back, bring yourself back up. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video now so that we're going to work from the mat from here on. So give me a second. Okay, so I'm not really sure. I thought I had a pause, but I had stopped. So y'all are just going to have to bear with me on learning this technology. I'm willing to learn it. I'm, going to get better at this, but my main mission is to get the workout to you. So find your place in easy seat, whatever's comfortable. You want to be comfortable. Also, grab a pillow or two and sit on it. If you can get your hips a little higher than your knees, it makes it a lot more comfortable to sit like this, cross-legged, and it also helps your spine become more elongated. Okay, we're just gonna do a little breath work here. You remember that I've taught you guys what the belly breath is? It's also called yogic breathing, and that is where when we exhale, our belly fills with air, and the longer, bigger exhale that we take, it starts in the belly and it can come up into the chest and even feel like you're moving it up to your head. And when you inhale, I hope I said that right. When you inhale, it does that. When you inhale, you fill the belly, even the heart up to the head. And when you exhale, you pull the navel to your spine, okay? That is what I've always referred to in class as belly breathing, and it's also called yogic breath. We're just going to do a few sessions, 3 little sessions of yogic breathing we're gonna do 9 yogic breaths, and then we'll just have a little rest, easy breathing period. Then we'll do 12, rest, then 15. And this activates the energy in our bodies. It gets us prepared for what we're going to do. And the in-between breaths are cleansing, okay? I'm learning. I'm in the beginning of my breathing instructor class, so I'll be sharing more with you as I learn on all the benefits of all this. I know it's good stuff, so I'll be letting you know that as we go. Okay, so before we start today, let's just settle. Find some easy, slow breaths. Go ahead and practice with your breathing to, when you inhale, to let your belly fill up with air. And when you exhale, to gently pull your navel towards your spine. And while we're here doing this, I'd like to offer you the opportunity to set an intention for today. What is it that you would like to cultivate within yourself today? Is it peacefulness, contentment? Are there things that you really need to surrender to? Whatever it is that you would really like to cultivate and be and embody today, pick a word that says that for you. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to offer this practice. And our intention is for you to embrace and embody and live out that word today. Okay. One more cleansing breath in and out through the mouth. Okay. Bring your hands down. You can just rest them on your knees. You can also do this in a chair if this position isn't available to you. We're going to do some strong, like I said, 9 yogic breaths. I'm going to start out at somewhat of a slow pace, but you know what I may think is a slow pace. If it's too much for you, do it at your own pace. And just do it with us. And if you don't get 9 in, so be it, okay? We don't want to make this too hard. We just want to find what's good for you. Okay, so you feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. And we're just going to inhale and fill our bellies with air. And we're breathing through our nose, and we're gonna exhale. Pull the navel to the spine. Again. Inhale. Strong out. 4 more. Last one. Now inhale big and exhale through your mouth. Now just let that settle with some slow, calming breaths. Just let your breath come. Let your heart rate settle. Let your breathing settle. And notice, just start becoming aware of your own energetic body. What do you feel? Where are the sensations? And it takes us settling. It takes us to actually quieten our systems and really notice things that we don't typically notice throughout the day. We just go, and there's sensations in our body we don't notice. And that's the beauty of breath work too. Okay, my nose is itching today. All right, we're gonna do 12 now, 12 breaths. So we're gonna inhale deeply, and then we're gonna exhale with force. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Pull that navel in. Inhale. Exhale. Seven more. And while you're doing this, while you're inhaling and exhaling, try to relax the other parts of your body, your face, your hands, your teeth. Three more. Big inhale and out through the mouth. Okay, breathe easy, let it settle. Notice the sensations. You may feel tingly. You may want to close your eyes and look up at your eyebrows with your eyes closed. Just feel what your body feels and take note of it. And no judging. Notice how you're feeling. Are you feeling irritable, irritated, or irritable? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling good? It's all good. It's all about noticing and not judging. So just tune in to you. Tune into your body. Tune into your mind. Is your mind racing? Or is it calm? And remember, it's all wonderful. Because we're not judging. We're just observing. Okay, we're ready to do our last set of 15 breaths. So we're going to inhale deeply and then forcefully through the nose exhale while pulling the belly back. Okay, inhale. A little smile. Five more. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Now let this settle. Let the effect work on your body. Let it settle in. Quieten the mind. Quiet the breath. And while you're letting the effects take place in your body, and you're letting yourself find calm breaths, come back to your word that you picked for what you would like to embrace and embody today and cultivate more in your life. That word. What was your word? Bring hands in front of your heart. Breathe in that word. Let your breath wrap around that word. And one more. Inhale. And exhale your hands down. Okay? That was our first breath work together. So while we're here, you can stay on your cushion for this, or you can pull it out and chunk it to the side. We're going to do some side stretches. So I want you to reach out with one arm. We're going to bend into the elbow as we bring our other arm out and over. We're going to hold this for a few breaths and really stretch this side that our extended arm is on. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to inhale, come up, and we're going to sweep to the other side. Exhale down. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. You may feel this in your hips, in your side, all the way over. After your exhale, arms up, and we'll sweep over. Exhale down. Hold a few breaths. One more. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms over. And inhale the arms up. Both arms up, and exhale both arms down. All right, the first thing we're going to do is gently tap our chest area and stimulate the heart area. And this particularly, we're stimulating our thymus gland that activates our thyroid, and just opening up this heart area where our love centers are, where we hold grief and hurts and needs for forgiveness. So we're going to just stimulate this gently. This should feel pretty good all around. We're going to inhale, and when we exhale, we're going to audibly exhale the breath out, making a noise. And it reminds me a lot of when I was a kid at my granny's house, and I would exhale into the box fan. That's kind of what it sounds like for me. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to inhale. One more. Inhale the arms up. and out. And open that heart. One more breath. And bring the hands in front of you. All right. We're going to go into our first asana, which is tabletop. And we're going to go into cat-cow. So first, make sure that your knees are below your hips and that your wrists are below your shoulders. Neutral spine. Now when I inhale, my tummy's coming down, my booty back up, and I'm looking up at the sky. Inhale, and exhale, I'm pushing my hands away and curling like a cat. Very slow, gentle moves to open up the spine. Inhale, exhale, curve the spine and stretch it out. Inhale, and exhale. Couple more. Inhale, look up, exhale, look down between your feet. Inhale, last one. And cat stretch, exhale. Okay, while we're here, we're going to take a few circular moves with our torso. It's like we're cleaning out the inside of a peanut butter jar. Just rotating, bending the elbows, coming up, curving. One more in this direction. Getting into those hips. And then we're going to go back in the other direction. Go ahead, do what feels good to you. This is just a real free form. Stretching. Hips, spine, belly. Oh. We'll come back into one quick child's pose, wide knee. Bring the head down. Oh, if your high knee does not reach to your legs very much, you can always put a blanket here to support yourself if you need to. Okay, come back up. And we're going to, I gotta move my notes out of the way. All right, we're going to be back in tabletop. We're gonna put our right leg out and your pinky toes should point towards the floor. This keeps your hips in alignment. We're just going to keep it straight and hold it. Tighten your abs a little bit, belly to spine. And just breathe through a few breaths. All right, and we're going to, let me see which feels better. I think we're going to exhale. Yeah, we're going to inhale long, and we're going to exhale knee to nose. We're going to inhale long, exhale knee to nose. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, knee to nose. And one more. And knee to nose. Come back to tabletop. If you feel a need, you can. We'll just go back into a quick child's pose. Not going to stay here, just giving our hips a rest. Come back into tabletop. We're going to do the left side now. Left leg out, toes down. Find a few breaths. Pull that navel to your spine. Chest tall. Now we're going to inhale while our leg is outstretched, and then we'll exhale knee towards nose. Inhale, exhale, curve towards your knee. Inhale, look up, curve towards your knee. Inhale back. Exhale to knee. One more. Inhale back. Exhale to knee. Come back to tabletop. All right, if your arms or wrists need a little break, you can rotate them around a minute. All right, now we're going to go Right leg straight back again. This time, I'm going to swivel and turn towards you, okay? So I'm swiveling, my foot's on the floor, and the same leg that is outstretched, I'm bringing that arm over and finding a side stretch, okay? And you're supporting yourself on your bottom arm. I'm looking at my notes here because I just did this workout yesterday and I liked it, and I want to make sure, let's see. Okay. And we're going to come back into tabletop, okay? And while we're doing this, we're going to bring our foot back, and then we're going to bring the foot forward so that it's outside our right hand. So take your time, whatever you need to do to get it there. And when we're here, we're going to really protect our knees and our hips. We're going to do this slowly, but we're going to do hip circles. A lot of us have tight hips, and we just want to find a gentle way of circling and opening them up. We'll do one more this way, and then we're going to go the opposite way. One more. Okay. Now we're going to bring our leg out to the side. And by the way, I forgot to mention, if any of you want to pause the video and put a blanket under your knee, we're going to be doing some stuff, a lot on our knees, so that might be something you want to do. Okay, so we're stretching this out. You feel the inner thigh. We're going to move our hands forward and come down into a modified puppy pose. So the hips kind of go back, the head goes towards the mat. It's okay if it doesn't reach all the way. You're just stretching out this inner thigh. Another breath. And then one more breath, and then we'll walk our hands back to us. Come back into tabletop, and we will do the other leg. So left leg back. We're going to bring the left leg up by our left hand on the outside of our hand. Okay? And we're just going to do gentle hip circles. One more this way. Be easy with yourself. This is just to gently open up your hip. If it feels awkward, just go slowly. Two more. Okay. Now we're going to put that left leg out to the side, and we're going to go down into modified puppy on this side. Ooh, now this feels different for me. This leg must be a little tighter in these areas. And we've talked about that, how you'll notice different sides of your body feel differently, and you need to honor that. Just because you were able to go so far in a stretch on one side doesn't mean that you'll be able to do that, or even should do that on the other side. Same way with balance poses. Okay, gently walk your hands, bring your leg back, walk your hands back. And we're going to go back to where we were before. We're going to put that leg out, and I'm going to swivel to the side now. And we're going to go back into the stretch over. Arm over. Okay. Now we're going to bring the arm up and the leg up. Oh, you feel that in your glutes? Just hold it for a few breaths, or whatever's accessible to you today. And we're gonna come into gate pose. Now, we're gonna let this hand slide down our leg, but we're not putting pressure on it, and we're surely not putting pressure on the knee. We're just getting a stretch over this way. This hand is very light. Okay, we're gonna come back. And we're going back to tabletop. Okay, so we can do the other leg. I'm gonna turn this way for you guys, but we're doing the other leg. So, legs back, and then we'll bring it over to the side. Oh, my bad, sorry, this side. Okay, this way. All right, and we're going to stretch it over. Couple breaths. And then we're going to come up, okay? And we're going to let this arm just lightly slide down. This is sort of reminds me of the reverse warrior with the arms, how it slides down. Okay, you're going to inhale your arms up. And we're going to come down into, like we're going into down dog, okay? We're gonna curl our toes, but we're just gonna hover at first. All right, just bring them above the mat. For a few breaths, and then we're gonna go into down dog. And this is our first down dog. So let me remind you to press with your palms and your fingertips and your thumb, and also to walk your dog out. Okay, so when we're here, we're gonna bring our feet a little closer together, like toes together. We're gonna lift the right foot, if that works for you. If not, don't, just find your way into low lunge. And it's okay if it takes you a while to get there. Low lunge, arms up. And exhale, we're gonna lace our hands and put them on our knees. Right behind our knee. Now we're going to inhale, curve like a cat, and we're going to exhale, rock forward. Inhale, curve like a cat. Exhale, chest forward, open up that heart. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. All right, while we're here, we're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to bring our hands to prayer, and we're going to twist towards the side of your front knee. I'm going to hold it a minute. I can tell you I'm going to get a blanket for the rest of this practice to put under my knees. Okay? We're going to go back into down dog, but I'm going to grab my blanket that I forgot to get. Just because my knees are a little tender. Okay, so where we were in this position. So we just want to put our hands down, bring that foot back, and go back into down dog. And take a breath here. Stretch out, let your neck be loose. You want your spine stretched. So it's fine to bend your knees to get your torso in alignment. And then you can work on straightening your feet, your heels towards the mat. Now we're going to bring our toes together, and we're going to lift the left leg, and we're going to bring it forward, and we're going to come down in low lunge. Come up, And hands clasped over on the thigh. We're going to inhale, cat back. And we're going to exhale, heart forward. It's important to make sure that your knee never goes past your toe. Make sure the line from your knee down is right in your ankle foot area. Inhale back. Exhale forward. This is really opening up the inner thighs, in case you couldn't tell that. Exhale forward. One more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. All right, come over your hands. Curl the toes, go back into down dog. Okay, now come forward into plank and hold it. Now you can do a knees plank, just make sure your torso's straight and you can feel your abs. You know, you're engaging your abs. Stay here a few breaths. Now lower yourself down. You can do knees, chin, chest, or chest, chin, however you get down. You want your hands to be under your shoulders. And we're going to press down with the tops of our feet and engage our glutes. And we're going to inhale our body up for a baby cobra. Inhale. Now while you're here, stay a few breaths if you can. And you can take your hands up, see how that works for a few breaths. You don't have to. You know what's accessible for you today. Blow my paper away. Head down. All right, now you can go back to tabletop like this and then to down dog, or you can just come up to your plank and roll back to down dog. Whatever works for you. Stretch it out. Go ahead and bend those knees and walk your feet to your hands. You're going to inhale halfway and you're going to exhale, fold. And you're going to come up, inhale, all the way up and hands in prayer. Just take a moment to feel the feels. Do you notice your heart beating? I better sit down. We're going to go down anyway. I forgot you couldn't see me up. Feel the blood running through you. Feel the energy that you've created in your body. That glorious breath, thank God. We couldn't live without it. All right, we're going to do some stretches, and then we'll go into our Shavasana. So we'll start out with straddle. Remember, every body is different. So if you can't have a wide stretch, that's okay. Please, there's no judgment. If you tend to be more hunched, then you just want to work on opening yourself up. I like to remind you guys that you can pretend, especially if you kind of hunch forward, that there's a ribbon that I've sewn from this shoulder to this shoulder, and it's taut all the way across, and you don't want to wrinkle it. Keep it taut, okay? So posture and alignment. Second toe is in line with your knee. Okay, they're not flopped out or turned any other way. Turn your body toward one foot. Inhale up and hinge at your hips forward. Bring your chest down, okay? Wherever your chest, if you're up here, that's fine as long as you feel the good nourishing stretch on the backs of your legs and probably your back too. Remember, we're not hunching forward with our lower back. We are hinging with our hips. Or at our hips, okay? Stay here another 4 breaths, and with every exhale, see if you can find some release. Release into the stretch more, release of any emotions that you want to be rid of today. Let them go. This is what this is for. It's for your connection with your body and mind. One more breath. And with your next inhale, bring your body up. Turn to the other leg. Toe, middle toe, align with your knee. And exhale forward. Keep that ribbon as open and taut as you can across your chest, the pretend ribbon. And then once you get where, you can relax your head. And 4 more breaths, releasing into your body. It's okay if the first few times or many times your body doesn't move into a deeper stretch, but over time you will find, if you continue to practice, if you continue to visualize your muscles releasing the tension and you have that intention in your mind to release with your exhale, it will happen, and before you know it, you will be further in your stretch than you imagined. Inhale up. Okay, we're going to go forward. Some of you may want your block here. We're all in different places. So if this is you, just work on opening up your chest and supporting yourself, even if you use blocks, 2 blocks, or you need to, use one here. 4 more breaths. Find your release. Two more. And on your exhale, bring your body up. You can walk yourself back. Put your hands right at your knees and bring your feet together, the soles of your feet, for Buddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And a lot of y'all are used to doing this, but that's not what we're doing. We don't usually do that in yoga. We find, again, proper alignment with our torso by holding onto our legs or our feet. And we hinge forward in our exhale. Again, it's perfectly fine to, and you can stack these too, like one like this and one up here, whatever. If you want to rest your head on one of these so that you can just focus about like moving into the hip stretch, the groin stretch. 3 more releasing breaths with your exhales. I feel this in my glutes. All kind of things you can release. And not just your body. Let some of that fear or that lack of confidence or that I'm worried I'm not good enough, let it go. Let it go. Bring yourself back up. All right. We're going to do double pigeon if you can. I'm going to give you 2 options. If one is just to sit in easy pose, all right? And if this is what you're choosing, notice which leg is in front, because after the stretch, we're going to switch that and you'll need to put the other leg in front. If you want to go into double pigeon, which is ankle over knee and knee over ankle, then you'll have a definite top leg, okay? I don't know about you guys, but already I feel this in my hip and glute area. I'm just gonna breathe in with some good posture. I'm gonna take another inhale, and when I exhale, I'm gonna hinge forward with my chest. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but oh, I'm feeling that. I'm just gonna stay here for a few breaths. I'm releasing. I'm sending the breath with my inhale to my glute hip area. And with my exhale, I'm just picturing and inviting it to release. Invite yourself to release. We do so much shoulds. I should do this. I should do that. Do not should on yourselves, people. Invite yourselves. All right, so switch. Other leg in front if you were easy style, or other leg on top if you double pigeoned. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And invite release with your exhales. And offer nourishment with your inhales. All that good oxygen going all over your body. It's important not only that we get enough oxygen, but that we release enough carbon dioxide. There's that breathwork class coming in that I'll tell you more about as I learn. Okay. If you have a strap, grab it. If you don't, you can use a belt. Back in the day, I would get a long towel and roll it up, and that's what I used. All right. I do recommend a block in a few minutes. So lower yourselves down. Bring your right knee towards your chest so you can safely reach your foot and put the strap around the middle of your foot. Okay, this is all about elongation, okay? Foot pushes towards ceiling. I'm not pulling down on it because I will compress my hip joint if I do that. I am going to just gently, barely give a little pull towards the back wall behind my head. Okay, this should not, yes, I do feel stress here, like tension, but my shoulders are relaxed, my face is relaxed. My arms are relaxed except for just this hold, and I'm not like grasping it like I'm going to die and fall off a cliff, okay? Make it gentle. And the gentler you make it, the more intention can go just to this area that needs stretching. All right, if you haven't already, make sure that the strap is in your right hand because you're going to open that leg up all the way to the side. Wherever it falls, if it can get to the floor, fine. And I suggest straightening that other leg out too. See if that works for you. Opening these hips up. You can look to the opposite arm. Take a few breaths. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. Now switch and put both straps in the left hand. Tee the right arm out. And this is the kicker for me. Let that straight leg cross over. Ooh. Okay. Try to keep that right shoulder blade down. You can look towards your right fingertips. Breathe into those hips. Send some love, people. Oh, this is where we carry our emotions. A lot of emotions settle in the hips. The emotions that we don't deal with, they go into our body. That's why it's real important that we process them. Because they will act ugly in our bodies after a while. Inhale the leg up. Unprocessed emotions, bend your leg, bring dis-ease. Get it? Turns into disease. All right, we're going to do the other leg now. Other left knee back, strap around foot. Again, I'm going to push my left foot towards the ceiling, elongating out of my hip joint. I'm just barely going to put a little pressure towards the wall behind my head just to keep a nice set of tension on my leg. I'm going to let my right arm relax. I'm going to relax my face, my other leg, so that all my intention and attention and all my breath in and out goes right to the backs of my left leg. And one more. And after your exhale, let that leg open and find your spot where you can breathe with this open hip joint. If you can relax this thigh area, hip area, do so. We're opening our heart to the ceiling. Our shoulder blades are on the ground. After your next exhale, inhale that leg up. Put both straps in the right hand, tee out the left arm, and let that right strap or straight leg roll over. I'm filming. Okay, feel that in that hip. Try to keep that left shoulder blade down and gaze towards your left fingers. Send some love into that hip and booty area. One more breath. On the exhale, bring it up. Bend the knee to release. All right. Okay, we're going to do one more for these outer hips, this recline pigeon. I call this sit like a man, but it's probably old-fashioned. Take that right ankle onto your left thigh. Some people are so tight in here that this right here is like, oh, enough stretch. I don't feel anything. I want to feel a nice juicy stretch, something that's not too much but enough. So I'm going to lift my shin parallel to the ceiling and bring this back so that I can grab a hold of behind my left knee. Now when I pull my ankle towards my chest, then I feel a stretch on my outer right hip area and glute. Now, if this is just binding up your belly and you're having a hard time relaxing and finding breath, just do the best you can to relax into this. You can let this leg go limp if you need to. Breathe into that outer hip. Try to relax those shoulders even though you are pulling your knee back or your leg back. One more breath. Let's do one more after that. And now release your hands, release your knee down, and we're just going to switch that up. Other leg, bring it back, clasp your hands. Find your spot where you have a nice stretch in this outer hip area. Find as much relaxation as you can while pulling this leg back towards your chest. One more breath. All right, release. Okay, we're gonna keep our knees bent so that we can do a bridge pose. Roll your shoulder blades under your back and grasp your hands as you lift up your hips. Okay, you can keep them down. I just find this easier. Lift those hips towards the ceiling. Move your chin away from your chest so you can, don't obstruct your airway. Breathe into this. A couple more breaths if you're still with me. One more. All right, release your hands, roll back down. Grab your block and lift up and find the place under your sacrum, right where your booty meets your back. Find a spot where it's comfortable. You may have to readjust. Test out. I've got to scoot back a little. Test out by one leg at a time. Okay. Find your comfy spot and let this gentle restorative opener. It's a supportive way to do a back bend pose. It's called supportive bridge. Opens up these inner hip and groin areas. Find a few breaths. Couple more breaths. Now we're going into, we're going to bring our feet back so we can release this. We're going to go into Shavasana. So you're going to lay flat out. Let your legs just flop open. Again, I like to roll my shoulder blades a little under my back. It forces, not forces, but gently, makes my palms roll to the ceiling. And this is where you close your eyes. You have glasses? I'll take them off. Close your eyes. Find your relaxation. Rest. Relax your fingers, your feet, your toes. You're not forcing your breath. You're just letting it be. Relax your brow area, your jaw. With every exhale, just release into the floor. Release any tension, physical or emotional. You're welcome to lie here as long as you want to. I forgot my music today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close this out, but feel free to lie here as long as you want to. Bring movement to your fingers and your toes and bend your knees and roll to one side so you can gently press yourself up. May we have gratitude and for the work that we did today and calling back that word that you began with, the word that you want to cultivate in your life and that you want to embody today. May all the nourishment that you've just given yourself provide you with the ability to embody and live out your special word today. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.